What's up, everybody? Now, this is the second part of our interview with Ian Pfaff, talking about converting Little Tykes into Mad Max cars. First up, bit of a disclaimer. Because I'm a doofus, the second camera, which is the two-shot, which if you watched the previous, I didn't roll on it. So, you can hear me speaking, but you can't see me. Hopefully it makes sense. Okay, I'm back here with Ian Pfaff. It is Pfaff, isn't it?
No.
No, shit.
No. This is a big point of contention with me and my dad. He goes by Pfaff, I go by Pfaff.
All right.
So when I'm around him, I gotta say Pfaff.
Okay.
But as far as I'm concerned, it's Pfaff.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, Ian.
It gets ugly.
Yeah. Either way, we're here with Ian. Last time out, we were talking about Ian's demo reel. If you haven't seen it, stop, go down there and go and watch it. But recently, Ian, you certainly reappeared on my radar with a BuzzFeed article that I saw about you getting busy with your kids' toys. And, I mean, what the hell was going on there?
So I got two kids, and a buddy of mine who has a kid who's older dropped off a bunch of toys that his kid outgrew, which included one of those Little Tykes red and yellow classic kids cars.
Every kid had one. And
I had a couple of these bins over here, which you can't see, so sorry. I had a couple bins just full. Like, for years I've just been collecting stuff. Drove my roommates when I had roommates insane, drives my wife insane. If I see something cool, we have our baby swing that broke, and I'm going to take that sucker apart, keep all the cool looking pieces, and then throw it out. Yeah. And then put them all in a box. So when this guy dropped off the Little Tykes car, immediately it's like, ooh, I got a box full of cool stuff. Let's see what can go on the Little Tykes car. So it was just kind of this idea of like, ooh, I should turn this thing into a Mad Max mobile because I got a bunch of cool stuff laying around, which included a breast pump from our first kid. Yeah. And so that's kind of where it started. It immediately was like, oh, exhaust pipes, breast pump, Mad Max mobile.
Standard.
Let's do it. Yeah. And then I just dumped the box out, found the cool looking pieces, stuck it on there. And so that's when I made the first car. And then, threw it on Facebook, and a bunch of friends saw it and got a kick out of it. And then a month or two later, a friend of mine saw another Little Tykes car that was for free somewhere and just told me where to go get it. Yeah. And so I brought it over here and was like, well, let's dump the box out again and see what we can throw on there. And at the same time, our printer broke and our backyard leaf blower broke. So it was like...
It's a whole load of stuff.
Yeah, so his is a lot more like beefy looking because it's got actual like motors and big like boxy pieces on it. So... Yeah, it's pretty cool. For me, that's kind of like almost a progression of your demo reel. Your demo reel was to get you the job doing that, and now in your spare time, you've just gone a bit nuts again and created something really special there. I mean, do your kids kind of get the references yet? The kids are too young to get the references, but they do enjoy. I mean, the 6-month-old, he'll sit in the car, but he doesn't know what's going on. But then our daughter, Junior, the 2-year-old, she loves it. Right. She doesn't get that it's a Mad Max car, but she'll sit in it. Her whole move is like she gets in, closes the door, opens the door, gets up, back and forth. Like, she loves the door, and then she'll just drive it, and we chase the dogs around with it. So perfect. Yeah. So I mean, you've since then it's gone pretty viral online, and many people have seen your creations there. Yeah. And you've got together with your buddies and gone out into the desert and gone a bit further with it. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I'd always wanted, ever since building them before it even, because it ended up going on BuzzFeed, and then it got a lot of traction online, and it's pretty wild. It was like people in Indonesia were hitting me up, and Russia, and like there's like articles in like Chinese and stuff about it, which is ridiculous. But so that, I'd always wanted, the idea was we would just for a weekend go out to the desert and just take some pictures with the cars just because that'd be fun. But then once it started getting all this traction online, it just made it a bit more exciting. And so I called in some favors, and we ended up getting like a real camera and, a jib and all this stuff. And a bunch of friends were willing to help out, and we went out to the desert, and it we ended up shooting a little baby Mad Max trailer.
Right.
And we had a lot of plans for it. Like, we made a bunch of teddy bear heads on spears and, like, built all sorts. I was going to do a bunch of miniature car chases.
Right.
And then we got out there and there was a windstorm.
Oh, no.
So it's much smaller than originally planned. But maybe we'll do a sequel at
cool.
some point.
And, well, is that available now? Is it
It's working on it at the moment.
Okay, so when it is available, we'll put the links on there, but also check it out.
Or
it'll
by the
be on
time you do this, it is ready. Check it out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just
right here. Yeah.
There you go. So either way, it'll be on ianpfaff.com. That's or Pfaff.
Pfaff or Pfaff.
Yeah, you'll figure it out by the end. So you're, as part of, you seem to be pretty creative to the core. Really, you just want to keep going. So. Yeah, what other projects and what things have you got lined up? I can see in the garage behind you, you've been hoarding a load more stuff. You've various things film-wise and work-wise you want to do. What's next for you?
I mean, right now, like every other person in LA, I've got a couple movie ideas and TV show ideas I'm shopping around. Yeah. And then as far as like work goes, just happy to direct and edit and all that fun stuff. And then as far as like passion projects go. This Mad Max is probably the most recent one, so I think I got a lot of it out of my system and waiting for the next. I've got this synthesizer in the garage, and we've got an auto-tune permanently set up in the garage, so me and my daughter will jam on that. So I was thinking of making a music video for our band Daddy Daughter Dance.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
But yeah, aside from that, right now it's just this Mad Max thing, and usually what happens with these is there's no strategy to it. It's just someone drops off a car and I get the idea, or I lose a job and need to make a demo reel. So a lot of it's a reaction to something that happens. But for me, that's the most fun because I'll just get swept up with it.
Yeah, so. Cool, so many thanks to Ian Pfaff for that. You can find out more of his details on ianpfaff.com, and I'll put some links below as well. If you've enjoyed this and you want to see more of the Meet the Creators series, please do let me know. That's more or less it from me here in LA. I'm going back to Blighty, so we will resume normal service shortly. In the interim, if you wouldn't mind subscribing, liking, commenting if you must, or if you'd like to, that'd be great. That'll do for now.